Good morning, y'all. Let me tell you something. Look, I don't know if y'all can see out that window. It's still dark at 8 o'clock in the morning because it's pouring down rain. I've tried to fight myself to get out the bed to just get up, and you don't want to go outside because it's pouring down rain. I'm like, so I just literally was like, you know what? We gonna call this a morning bedtime, morning chillax, morning phone chat. Call it whatever you want. Call it whatever you want. But I knew I had to be here for a friend today. So let me get up in this building and speak. Don't y'all forget, hit it. Don't babysit it. How you doing, sister? Member. How you doing? How you doing, Susan? How's it going? Let's keep each other lifted. You never know what somebody going through. We might be up this morning, but nobody knows what the fight was to get up, what the fight was to stay up. Sorry, bye. Another thing, another thing about this morning is, oh, my eye is a little. It's not. It doesn't hurt or anything. It's just a little like it don't want to be up just quite yet. Mama Ann, how you doing, member sister? Mama, how you doing? How you doing? Look, that was me speaking to y'all already this morning. How you doing? Corns, mom, I see you. How you doing, my sis? Jared's talk. How you doing, King? Happy Thursday. It's Throwback Thursday. Shoot, this week is flying, y'all. I kid you not. I'm like, oh, this week is just going through me. How is everybody? Smash that crown. That's right. Amber Chick, how you doing? How you doing, sis? Joshua, how you doing, King? I love to see the Kings in the building. Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is having a good morning so far. Dana says, how you doing? I know I done got up early. I called my sister early enough to be able to stop in. Hey, sis. Yes. But yeah, like I said, I'm up this morning. I'm like, wait a minute, I could have sworn today it said it was gonna be sunny and 87. I woke up and it was, I mean, literally it's been raining since like I got up at the first time at 6 and it was pouring down. I'm like, wait, what's going on? Thundering, lightning. I said, wait, what is going on this morning? I said, because I'm just like everybody else. When it's raining, that's when I love the rain when I'm sleeping. Hunty, I literally came back in thinking like, what the it's raining? Man, I laid down. All I remember was waking up and it was 7:30. I said, wait, what? And it was still raining, y'all. And it was still raining. I said, okay, that's too much rain. There's too much rain for me. I can't do it. CJ, how you doing? Good morning to you too. Love to see your crown. There go my sister Tina. How you doing, sis member? How you doing? How's it going? Dan King, how are you doing? Good morning. The Kings are in the building. Good morning to all of them. Good morning to the ones that didn't even come in. Good morning. Good morning. What's a world of queens if ain't no kings in it? I love to see the kings. You know, sometimes I miss him. Missy says, how you doing this morning? Good morning. Sometimes I think the men think I don't. Well, I know they don't because I acknowledge the kings. But I know sometimes when we talk about the things with women, we act like they don't go on with men. We act like men don't have their hearts broken. We don't act like mothers didn't disappoint young men and they might come out with mommy issues. We act like there aren't men out here who have been done wrong when all they tried to do was be a good man to a woman who didn't know how to receive a good man. So I love the kings. I love the kings. So when the king's on the building, you have to excuse me. I'm gonna give them all due respect. Anyways, how was it? Oh, yesterday, y'all. Oh my goodness, yesterday. First of all, like I said when I gave y'all my little walk, oh my goodness. I swear to all my mothers in here who got grown kids, are there ever times where you see the children or you're doing something with somebody and they're younger children and you just think back on really how easy It is though you understand how hard it is. But I remember when my kids were young, and I remember days thinking like, I gotta have something for this plan because I used to always say, I'm gonna make sure before my kids get out of high school, we have a house we live in. You know, and that they have that. We have a yard. The dog can go out and play. I can have a dog and be okay and not have to worry about who take dogs, who don't, what's their weight limit on dogs. I don't have to worry about any of that because even before I had Nino, I had Diamond. And she was a husky mixed with a shepherd. She's a bigger dog, you know. So anyway, I used to always say that. But then when you work, and then at one point I was going to school and working, and when I came home, honestly, all I thought about was getting comfortable and chilling, like going to bed or, just chilling, just detoxing from that whole long day. And so sometimes like, you find yourself a little cranky, like, oh God, just, let's do this real quick. Or the kids will say, like, let's watch a movie. You like, yeah, and you sit down and you fall asleep. Or you just, I mean, so like I said, and I just think about how, man, if you could do that all over again, how every moment I'm telling y'all to y'all parents and y'all got these young kids, every moment that you can, please do. Time is of the essence, and we never get it back. And that's just one of the things I've learned. So you're sitting there, I'm like, man, wish I never missed one practice. But to the parents that work and all that, everything, I can't be there for everything, no matter how much I want to. No matter how bad. Hey, Nina. Hey, Mister. He's so spoiled. But yeah, so I had so much fun. You went on TL's this morning. I see TL did another live. I was having so much fun playing the game last night. I love anything that can have us all laughing and joking and stuff with each other. That's always a fun moment because there's not many places and I'm not talking about on the internet. There's just not many places you can go and do that. So when you find a place, I can go laugh, kick the bobo, have a good time. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with Nino. Yeah, I'm gonna turn on this camera for just 1 second, just so y'all can see how close Nino is getting to me. I want you to see. Why? Oh, now you gonna get out of my face? Go turn the camera on. You're so spoiled. I tell y'all, he's so spoiled. Yeah, like I said, I would keep on the thing, but the light off the camera keep making my eye feel like it's something in it. But sometimes when I wake up in the morning, that's just how my eye is. Almost like it have a. I'll clean out my eye. Like even after you watch out your face, just sometimes the light hit your eye and just make you feel like it's something in it. But yeah, so I had fun doing that. Did some walking there. Walked around the football field. Um, and then, but when I came home, I wanted to do that walk where there was no. Because even when I did that walk around the football stadium, you got music playing. So I can't do my little video with you all, but more than that, I can't take a moment to quiet my mind down because my brain is always running. It never stops. Sometimes I wake up from sleep and think, how is this many thoughts going through your brain and you were asleep? Like it never stops. But then I also know because as I'm waking up, my dream is going 12 different places. That's the only time I dream. Sometimes not even when I'm falling asleep, because sometimes I can literally fall asleep. So I don't have time to get into a dream thought. But when I'm not all the way awake, that's when I dream. That's when I dream. Yeah. So when I know my dream is going everywhere, but my brain always goes a million places. But when I walk, my brain stops and it's going. It feels like for the only time, it's going one place at a time, and I enjoy it because I can actually think like completely, like not be thinking about what I'm gonna do, then what I'm gonna eat, where I gotta go, when that doctor appointment is. Who going through this? Because sometimes my brain is going all those places. I did. Oh, you were talking to Dan. I saw the D. I said, was that for me? Yes, Nino is a yes. He is something else. And it's raining outside, so he like, hey, this is our lazy moment. Let's lay in this bed and sleep. I mean, he been sprawled out. I said, what? Went to his. Now Nino has a whole section, y'all. I swear I would buy him a bed if I didn't think that he would not get in it unless I got in it. But anybody who knows me knows when we were in the hotel, Nino every day slept in the bed with me because he had to make sure I wasn't going nowhere. I don't know where he think I'm leaving him for. Where I go, he go. He my buddy. But when we came here, I was like, I want to start breaking him definitely on the spiky. How you doing? Says I want to start definitely breaking him on him. And he doesn't. He doesn't sleep in the bed. He's not as clingy because he knows that we're home. But there's just still these times when he will not stop. He's just going. And sometimes I go to sleep and I wake up and he there. And sometimes I walk out the room and I come back and he done sprawled. I said, what is he doing? But that's Nino for you. Y'all know. Nino is a character. But I love him. Anybody got any special plans today? Or anybody got something special they want to do or something fun they're doing today? Anything anybody excited about? We know our Susan's birthday is coming up. Oh, you fell asleep early. That's always good. Did everybody get some good rest last night? How did you sleep last night? But yeah, I was watching the as the Jag turns. Then I was watching Terry Lynn's. I actually when I went to sleep, I went to sleep watching Terry Lynn. We were playing the game, laughing, all that. Sorry, I just have these days where I swear. Let me see. I'm turning the camera for 1 second. So I just had these days sometimes when I wake up. I can actually look sometimes. Sometimes I can't see it for myself. But I look sometimes and I can see that my cornea is not sitting on my pupil. I can see it. Because it looks almost like when I look at it like a contact knot on the eye. You know how like your contact slips and it's a little bit off your pupil? That's how the cornea looks when I look at it. And so that's another reason why we don't have any lights on, and that's another reason. So I'm staying in the dark, and I could have just easily, went and sat in the light, and I said, nope, 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 nope. We're gonna let the Maria, how you doing, sis? I said, nah, we're gonna let the eye rest still a little more. I can't believe it is raining and thunder. That's gonna need to stop. Because even when I look at the weather, it is showing me the sun shining like a mofo. And this is ridiculous. That's one thing about Chicago. I'll never. Now it says the rain is expected to stop in 16 minutes. It's so funny. I mean, this weather is just too exact for me. But I mean, it's literally thundering and lightning right now. It's like, oh, it's gonna stop in 16 minutes. On your trip. But it's showing me the sun shining bright as hell all day from 11 o'clock. But it did that. Was that Monday? Yeah, Monday because that's the day I went to the went downtown. Monday I woke up and was gonna go downtown early. I woke up, it was just like this, raining, but it wasn't thundering and lightning. It was raining, and I thought, oh, we about to have an ugly day. At 9 o'clock, went outside, still raining. Y'all at 11 o'clock, it was blue. Y'all saw what it looked like when I went downtown. I mean, for the rest of the day, it was blue, sunshine. I said, this. If you somebody who deal with your mental and the weather can, give you a little blah moment because it's gray and raining, that is a emotional roller coaster. Like, okay, I was a little blah from the rain, now the sun out, and I'm a little get up out of here, girl. I can't. It's sunny as heck there. Yes. Oh, Maria, don't that time just fly? I mean, anybody with these kids, I mean, your children, man, time flies. Now, I ain't gonna lie, when you first start having kids, you feel like it. Your first kid, you feel like, oh my God, that this time is going fast. It's like 6 months, 3 months, 6 months. They're a year old. Oh my God, I can't believe it. When you have more kids, you like, is this in slow motion? I feel like I feel like it's been 20 years when it's only been two. Or is that just me? Oh, you were moving baby bunnies at 5 a.m. this morning? Oh, yeah, you slept good. You slept from 8 to 5? Yeah, that's good. It goes so fast. But I swear, I feel like I just, like, even with my older granddaughter, Brooklyn, when she was born, first of all, she was born a month premature, and I was in Georgia. And so when she was born, I had to rely on seeing her through pictures. But when I tell y'all my granddaughter Brooklyn is about to be 2 years old in September, my right hand of God, I have pictures of her from every day of her life since the day she was born. Because every day of her life, since the day she was born, the one thing I can't take from her mother, she sends me pictures of her. So every day I see her, every day of her life. So I've never felt like I missed a step. So then when I come here, and even with Caden, he's in a whole nother state. He's in Texas. So the thing about it is I don't get to see him. Now I don't have a picture of him every day, but I don't get to see him every day. I don't get to, so time flies. So I feel like every time I see a picture of him, I feel like, oh my God, he's about to go to college. Is he about to get married? He's a grown man. Is he having children? Jesus, and he's not even two. But that's how I feel. When it comes to Avon, I actually not only see it, there, like I said, I went by, saw her when she was born, you know what I mean, and everything else. But all of it's the same. But what she does is give me that feeling to actually experience it, to just be sitting right there in your face as it happens. And my thing for me is, in my grandchildren, no one is better than the other. No one's greater than the other. No one's love is more special. I love them all. They complete me for real. So if you take out one, I couldn't be complete. So the thing about it is, I love them all, but boy, that time flies. But I tell y'all, look, my grandson and my youngest granddaughter birthday is one day apart. My grandson is December 15th. My granddaughter is December 16th. So I plan to literally fly into Dallas for the 15th and be up out of there. I'm trying my best to stay the whole day, but I'm really thinking about going on the 14th and leaving the 15th that night. I don't even want to. I don't want to leave in the hours of his birthday, so I'm thinking about just flying out of there early in the AM and then coming because I'm not gonna miss none of my Bonnie's birthday this year. If they tell me, Danny, you know what, you can't fly. If they tell me anything, well then we driving. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. I don't know because I know I ain't taking Greyhound. But we flying. We ain't claiming nothing but flights. Okay, because especially if I got to be in one state one day and the next state the next day, only thing I can do that is fly. I'm flying. Yes, yes, yes. Prayers for Susan's husband. I didn't know if she wanted to say it in the chat, but yes, 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 please. Prayers. We got to pray for each other. It's another one of the reasons that we are sitting. I'm in here early this morning. I'm in here early this morning because my sister's sitting at the hospital, being a queen, like queens do, waiting for a king. And so I said we come up in here. Not only will we come in here and spread some love to our sister, we come in here and hang out for the morning. How about that? So I said I'm getting up. I haven't been live early in a while. Oh, in the yard. Oh wow. And there was only three bunnies. Why are you laying your head on my computer? Oh, I'm sorry. I started talking about my babies, and he was wondering why I didn't start rubbing him. I'm talking about my grandbabies. You want my kids? He's so spoiled. Yes, yes, yes. But I definitely it's weird because I can't even lie to y'all. Like even being up early, like I'm most of the time I am up early in the morning. I may not be actively talking in the chat. I may not be, you know what I mean? Just like even this, when I watch Red Rock in the morning, usually I watch it in the morning when it comes on. So even if I don't say nothing, I'm up watching it. Just sometimes I'm up and I just don't want to talk though. In the room and let me tell y'all something about this song. Okay, so What a Night is my jam, right? I love the Bee Gees, right? So I swear to y'all, my whole life I thought this song was by the Bee Gees. But of course it's not. It's by the Four Seasons. But do y'all know to this day, even when I listen to it, I'd be like, I want this to be the Bee Gees. That's the stubbornness in my brain sometimes. But yeah, no, one second. Let me say that. Okay. But yeah, I won't let it go that I want this to be the Bee Gees. It just give me BG vibes. I don't know. I love the Bee Gees. I was listening the other day. You know how you'll be thinking, like, well, I won't even say you're thinking about it. So you know how me know you cannot push buttons on my computer with your face. Oh my goodness, y'all! I don't know why he put his face on that computer. But anyway, um, who made me move my train of oh, you know how you'll hear a song that you used to love, but you just ain't been thinking about it. You know, you haven't thought about it or anything, and it come on, and you like, oh my, and it like take you someplace, and then you remember how many songs you love by the artist. I have those moments sometimes where like a song will come on, and I just be like, okay, here's an example. A Mariah Carey song will come on one day, and be one of my little favorites by Mariah, and I just remember how much I loved Mariah Carey through the years, musically, like you know what I mean. And then I'll just be on a Mariah Carey song, like play this album, play this one from this album. It's always one thing or another. That's why they say life don't never stop life. I love that. Send love to each other. But yeah, like I said, so today, like I said, I have plans today. And, Nina, please don't put your paw or your head on this computer, okay? Hold on, let's turn on the camera so everybody can see you doing two birds. Let's see. Now look, it look like he being so innocent because he just laying down, being such a good little dog. Look at him. You see him? You see him? His paw is being covered by scissors. Kind of. He seems so sweet and innocent, and every now I'm sitting here talking, he just keeps putting his head on the thing, and all this stuff popping up on the screen. I'm like, what is going on? Bubba, you know you my silent prayer. My silent prayer, silent prayer. Yes. Oh, yes, and corns. Once again, I'm one of those people. I'm like that. I ain't giving out nobody's telephone number unless they tell me to. I'm not telling none. Nobody told me unless they tell it first or they tell me to. I'm just that person. But yes, corn mama, you just don't know how y'all inspire me. And when I hear things about like corn's mom getting up and walking and moving or sitting up and dancing, I get excited when I talk to people and I wonder or they tell me about how their family is doing. Just like U.S. Navy, let's not forget to keep her in our prayers and her husband. Like because these are the things like when I think about like even when I can talk about the BS on here, and this is my creators, because y'all know, man, think about how God done put you in a seat where people trust, believe, and love on you. And in that trust, some people tell you what they going through, not so you could ever use it against them and go tell other people, so you could pray for them, so you could know that's a seat. I've always my whole life people have been able to trust me. They've been able to tell me things. They've been and I don't run it like that, and I've lived my life staying that way. You know what I mean? But as a creator, Cameron, how you doing? Good morning. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for shining your crown amongst the kingdom with us. Uh, but yeah, so for me, it's the trust, the love, and man, like I said, everybody has come up in here and wore their crown. They ain't wore my crown; they wore their own, and I respect that. I respect that. With me, respect gets lots of respect. You know what I mean? You give respect, I'm gonna overly respect you because a lot of people out here feel like they need to be respected, but don't have to give respect. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to understand how everything is with you, but you don't see it with me and nobody else. Nah, I'm getting down like that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, Susan, we not gonna borrow nothing. My mama tell me because I'm always like, well, in case this happen, I want to be prepared for this. And prepared. She said, now you're borrowing. You borrowing what let's go through what we going through. Take this one step at a time. And like an elephant, if we eat it, my mom always tell me you can only eat it one bite at a time. So for that, we're gonna take it one step at a time and see what each step. That way you can also take the time to be not just Susan, but it's all of us. That's how I take the time to be grateful for what is good and what's going on. Because if you just think about, man, like what I thought about my eyes and stuff, how dare I just had an eye surgery not 4 months ago. I this, I that. But then I thought about the fact that as this, my body has rejected this since the beginning. As it's rejecting my other eye did, because my body. So count your blessings. But when I'm thinking of it all at once, it's hard to see where the blessings lie in the pain. But when I stop it, I take it for one step at a time and one moment at a time. Because even with this here journey, one of the reasons I'm doing these 30 days is not I'm not trying to lose weight. I don't think like that. So I think about weight as something that can either hold you down. So it can, it can start to hold you down, tear your body up. So what you should do is just take care of the body, the temple. And so make sure your heart is right. Those type of things. I understand that I'm going under anesthesia. I had an allergic reaction to anesthesia just not even 4 months ago. So I'm trying to get my body and mental into a better place. So I'm going in there better. That's what this is about for me. That's what this is about for me. But also in the process, I'm realizing the good things because I'm fighting not to have a breakdown about it. You know what I mean? Because you will. You'll break down. You'll get nervous. You'll stress. You'll stress. I do all of that. I do all of that. But like with this, that's why you see me. It's not just about what I'm eating and taking in. It's about working, working my mind, body, and soul. So I am literally trying to get my brain to say, you know what, we gonna feel it with something else. And one of the things I love is my city, y'all. I love my man. Say what you want to say what they told you, what you heard. This city is beautiful, and I can go through it and realize the greatest things that it's brought me. I think about the pain too. I rode with it many days and thought about how I'm saying. Because let me tell you something. I don't care if it's my streets, your streets. The streets aren't fair. They don't fight fair. They don't play fair. And they meant to. You know what I'm saying? It's meant to build a break. So to sit and be like, oh, these streets was rough. They always were. This is a beautiful place. This is a beautiful place, and it's got some of the most beautiful people in the heart of a storm. So I mean, that's we'll talk about that. But like I said, so I love my city. So sometimes just going through it and remembering these places, these things that built me that I loved. That when my heart thought the world was something different, when my life was when I was young. So doing that just is opening up parts of me. So every day until I'm done with this 30 days, you will see something that inspires me, that encourages me, that makes me happy. And the kids, anybody who know me, know kids make me happy. They are the future. They are the world. They are everything. They are the answer. They got the question. They are the everything. So when it comes to the kids, I'm always team with them. And right or wrong, I still see these are children. These are children. So, being around them, I'm always gonna have a good day when I'm around them. Today is the day that me and my teen friend hang out. It's my friend's daughter, but we go have lunch together. Go do something together because a lot of her mind reminds me of mine when I was 16, and it's okay. And one thing I learned, I tell all kids, it's okay to be you. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. It's okay that you dress different. It's okay that you think different. Matter of fact, it's part of what makes you unique. Because most of these kids is waiting for another kid to tell them what to think. Because with kids, when you're young, the person who seems the most cool is the most popular. Their opinion is everything. They could be saying nothing. They could be saying, "Hey, y'all, we off in a jump," and they say, "Okay, okay. Well, all the cool kids jumping. I guess it's something we gonna do." That's why you can have things like a tie challenge, and kids are actually doing it. But to all those kids who tell me they are such leaders, so popular, so this stand. Because really, if you're doing the same thing that the so-called weak are doing, then you're a follower too. Show me you're a leader. Lead. I was one of those leaders. Yeah, I can lead. I can lead us all to being a little more gangster, being a little more slick, being a little more no. And then later, what you'll see is your flock dying as you watch. And I don't mean always dying physically, mentally. Some people, because of how they live, you might have been drinking when you was young, and I'm blessed to say that I've never been an alcoholic. Well, yes, to me I have because you were drinking every day. You were, what I'm saying, not eating and drinking. Sometimes you could drink under the table. You drunk. So yeah, I would say it in those forms, but I never had AA or anything. So I don't know if that makes people think they were less of, but whatever. Um, I never, stole for it or ran out my none of that, but that don't mean it wasn't a problem. But I drank young, you know what I'm saying? And when we were young, like I said, before 30 years old, I was at I don't even drink unless it's a special event, unless it's somebody's birthday party to be celebrating. I still have to drink people on the table when I do it because I have discipline with drinking. But um, my point to this is that even back then you had friends and you was doing it, and you made a stop. You watch people become alcoholics. You watch people tear their body up from it. You watch people get in accidents from it. You watch. And if you got a leader in your spirit and you are a leader for real, there's no way that you can't see something and one day flash back to where you could have been a leader, where you could have changed things by what you said. Because when you a leader, you can say boo boo the stew suit, and somebody will be repeating boo boo the stew suit. That'll be a new saying wherever they go. Oh, boo boo the stew shoot, boo boo the shoe shoe, boo boo the shoe shoe. Because you're a leader. That don't even make no sense. It'll be people sitting around like, what the hell is a boo boo the shoe shoe? What does that mean? You boo boo the shoe shoe? I don't get it. Right? But it'd be the coolest thing you saying me. I'm telling you, something being a leader, and that doesn't make you a leader. See, if you're a leader, you know it doesn't make me better than you. It gives me a responsibility. And like I tell y'all all the time, heavy is the head that wear the crown. Everybody should be a boss, but what are you the boss of? That's what you got to ask yourself. I'm not just bossing people around. I don't want to do that. Because even as a leader, I always treat people how I want to be treated. So when we go into it, I don't want to say, "Oh, well, you treat me like this, Danny," but you want no. I don't want nothing no different. And I'm grateful for all the love I've gotten around in here. Yes, and we're being there for each other. That's what I love. That's right. That's right. Like the song say, "Lean on me, lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on." And don't say, "Oh, lean on me," and if I ain't going through nothing, I got your back. Good. Lean on me, and I'll pray for you if it's something I care about praying for. If you tell me every detail, then I'll pray for you, girl. No, it don't. They say lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. That's my jam. Yes, that's right. Yes, yes. That's right. All our sisters and misters. That's a fact. That's a fact. Is I can't wear a crown and not respect the crown. The crown is universal. The crown represents royalty. It represents power. It represents leadership. It represents it all automatically. You ain't got to tell me shit. She got a crown on. You can wear a crown. Oh, I know. I know a leader when I see one. But yes, you got to. You got to. Like I said, those words are just so much of what it stands for. Love is what saved me, helped me, kept me, and got me here today. Because, like I said, had it not been, I couldn't even open myself to be talking on here right now. Because I know I'd just be going off about everything that was wrong. I know that I'd be thinking I can barely mess with women, and if one of these have to say one of these words to me, I'm gonna show them how I chop them down. I don't want to be living like that. I'm a lover, not a fighter, which means I want peace, not war. I'm not afraid of the war. Susan, why do I still have this time? And I just realized, even though earlier I said that the comment was right in front of Nino's pump. Oh, I see. It looked like it might be starting to get a little lighter outside. It's still gray because it still looks like it's. Uh, it doesn't look like it's 9 o'clock at all. Claudia says, "How you doing?" Oh yeah, it's stressful waiting. Like I'm saying, all sometimes we can do is well, not sometimes. All you can do is lean and trust on God. And then always, that's right. It's the kings and queens room. You better know it. If there's a place a king and a queen can come and kick off their shoes and relax their feet, hey, then if you put your head on my, God, you're so square. You're not wearing your crown. You're not wearing it. Remember yesterday I was talking to my son. I said, "Whatever I always told you to put on." He said, "A shirt." I said, "Oh my God, shit, God, God, take it." Welcome to my world. Welcome to man. That's right. I'm telling you, sometimes when I'm talking about stuff and songs pop in my head, because it's just, I feel like that's the soul of what exactly I'm feeling. I was thinking about, when Yankee saying he's got the whole world in his hands. He got the whole wide world. And that's the truth. He could be there for me, you, and half the world at the same damn time. You know how? Because he live in you. You don't got to go some special place to find them. That's why when I tell people, when you take the key and realize you hold the key to you, you do. You do. My man, you don't need no mess. That's right. That's right. They used to say, my grandma used to say, that if you pray about something and you stress about it, there was no point in praying because you didn't even trust what you prayed about. And it's easy because we all the flesh. As I tell people, no matter what you're talking, you still flesh all day. All day. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You let somebody step on your foot. Will you let them push you down? Would you let them? Because we flesh. I don't deny that. I ain't letting you put your hands on me. But that's the great thing. Like I said, the God has a tailor made thing for all of us. He got a plan for every last one of us. And he made us built for whatever it is he needs. That's what I believe. And I wish life would be perfect. And I wish it could be the easiest place. I wish. And I don't think it'd be like. But when you think about it, when I think about my life, I think when I thought how bad it was and how these terrible things kept happening, illnesses, death, I thought about all that. And I just think, man, life sucks. It was just so messed up. And what is good about it? But when I unlocked the key to my life, and I'm still working on it, but when I unlocked the key, that's how I know the difference in when you self love for real and you are truly, then you can truly start feeling your peace because you'll know it's not even great, but it feels so much better that I ain't gonna lie, I can't imagine how much greater it could feel to keep going in the right direction of my life. Not what people call right or wrong, in my life, in my purpose. That's how I truly feel. Like, man, like I said, I got a long way to go. I'm growing. But once I turn the key for me, like I said, I just realized something different. Like, until I self loved, until I decided, until it wasn't none of it, nothing working. And I'd always be negative, all things wrong. But now I look at life and I think of how things are so beautiful. These blessings that I've had. Even when I think of some of the bad things, I can think of some friends where I'm like, man, I was 25 years your friend, you betrayed me. But I thank God for your friendship when it was. You know what I'm saying? Because now when I'm looking at it, the cup is half full. It ain't. I don't see that it's half empty. I think, thank God, it's half full. I can still drink something. Crazy cow, mama, hey, see it. You know, make mistakes. He might not do what we wanted him to do. But he'll make mistakes. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, God knows. In this walk, I've cussed him out. I've turned my back. I'm not about to lie to you. But see, that's what I'm telling you. Once I realized that he living and you ain't never turned your back. That's how you knew he was there. So he can be everywhere at all times. Oh yeah, I've cussed him out. I've asked, what did I do to you? Why do you hate me? To any of my people in here who have ever sat on a hospital table and had surgery when they were a child, it'll make you ask yourself, what's wrong with me? What did I do? You know, like I told you all, to my fellas, I hate to even say this. Like I told you all, from the time of when you catch a cycle, first of all, I didn't catch my cycle early, like most people would. From the time you catch a cycle until my second ovary was removed, and you know what I'm saying, I was heading into 21 years old. The truth of the matter is, I had like 5 top periods, and so I just always wonder, like, man, what is wrong with me? And why did you do this to me? You know, when other illnesses hit my body, I say, why? What? When I had my first, uh, well, what is it called? You know, the mesh plates that they end up having to pull, and I had to get another one. When I got my first one, and then my intestines pushed it out the way and all this, I said, dang, what is wrong with me? But see, when I look at it from these eyes right now, thank God that He held me when I didn't think I could be. I thank God that He sent the right doctors to do the right things to get me to be here today. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, I literally had to start, like, even with my dad. That's like I've told y'all this on here before. I loved him, and then he was gone, and I had a million questions that could never be answered. I hated him, and then I saw him for really who he was, and I was thankful to God because He made me understand that without Him and my mother together, there'd be no me. And if change is what I wanted in his name, then I would give it to the world by being from him. I'd make it better myself. I'd fill in the blanks where he couldn't, but not his job, my job. Listen, yes. And that's what I had to learn. I had to learn that no matter what I've been through, it's people that may have been through less or more and gave up, not made it. And I'm here, so there's a reason and there's a purpose. And all I want all of us to do. I I promise y'all the difference between me and most is I really want to see people win. I can actually see people win, and I'm happy because then it lets me know we can win. Anyone can win. So I want everybody to be able to live in their purpose. I want everybody to love on them. And to me, that's not wanting something bad. That's not living in a perfect world. That's just saying, dang, that's it. Yeah, it's just a process. Progress is a process and it's not fast. But if you actually appreciate and respect the process, you grow even more. That's right. Like truly, when I think of the word God, I think of the word love. I think to me they go hand in hand. We send out prayers to you in love. We send out love and strength to your family. Mm-hmm. 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 We send a prayer. But yeah, like I said, it's rough out here. And every day I think it's gonna. I mean, when you sitting around thinking, oh, today gonna be better. Today gonna be this. Today gonna be that. I just when I go to when I have a bad day, I just pray that not only as today, but tomorrow better than today. I just be praying that I don't give up or stay stuck in today, because sometimes we can get up and the next day be better. But if my mind, for me, if my mind is stuck in yesterday, oh, ain't no moving on. I told y'all I was so sick about losing my nephew that one day it took an episode of Oz to send me the message because I was sure wasn't listening to nobody was telling me. I sure used to think, man, if I just drink today, I don't have to think about that. But the problem was every time you were sober, or if you were a little too tipsy, somebody could say something wrong, and then you fighting and arguing with them. And then when you arguing with them, you'll say something like, "Man, I just wish it was me, not my nephew." And they be like, "Wait, Danny, are you mad at me or that?" And I used to tell them, "I'm pissed every day. I'm pissed when I wake up. I'm pissed when I go to sleep." And I ain't gonna lie, even sometimes with that, I used to say, "God, why wouldn't you just take me? I don't want to be here, and we all want him here." Because I used to feel like that. I thank God. He knew what he was doing. And even in the loss of my nephew, trust me, we definitely would take him over anything. But I do understand that it wasn't in vain. His purpose was to bring my family back together. And that no matter what, if we ever fell apart, when we really thought of who he was and when he came, it would bring us back together. So I think of that now. Like he was the example to let us know life is short. Love on each other. God gave you to each other, and love on those you have. He gave me. He came with that purpose. That's what I said. We all got a purpose. Like I ain't even trying to be in the morning like that, but we all got a purpose. Like I said, none of this is to make me be sad. This is joy. Like I said, but yeah, we all got a purpose. And I just started letting life teach me instead of beating me up. Okay. I tell y'all, I am a spiritual person, but there will always be one prayer that will stand to me as a prayer. I feel like I will always, I will always keep it myself. So, Susan, and for everybody in here, including myself, I'm gonna pray this prayer for you before your husband goes in. And it's a simple prayer. We all pretty much know it. And it's the Lord's Prayer. And it says, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. I tell you, sometimes even when my brain is racing and I literally slow it down there because I realize that is the power. There's nothing bigger. There's nothing else going to carry me, can get me through. No person has a power like that. None. You got the greatest mother, everybody. None. Ecclesiastics 3:1-4. Okay, well, thanks for dropping that for us. Somebody might need that word today. That word might have been for them too. Yes, yes, his queen is there with her king. Like I said, we all of a flesh, so we gonna stress. But God says He got you. He got the whole world in His hand. He's at that hospital with you, Eddie, and everybody else in there, while at every other hospital around the world. So He making more trips. Say Santa Claus can't get around this fast. We got this. We got this. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it sounds like, trust God. He told me that when my son had 23 seizures. It was laying on the table when they told me he wouldn't make it through the night. He literally said, because he's sending his angels, he's sending his word. And he sent them to say, because he know you ain't listening. He in there telling you over and over again, I got this, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. But remember, he's saying it calm. He ain't in there, I got you, shoot. Daddy, go sit down because I got your punk ass. He never going to be saying that. So, he's saying, Danny, I got it. It's okay. You'll be fine. I don't hear. So he sent his angels, and this lady told me a story of how she had a stroke, and she was on death's bed, and now here she is 2 weeks later coming to see her niece, her great niece being born at the hospital she was about to die at. She came and told me that. She told me, God told me to tell you that He got you. That's all she said. I went back to my mama to tell her about this lady who just told me this, and so that my mama could come out, because my mama's such a prayer warrior, and come out there and see her. And my mama said, God just told me no matter what it looked like, it sounded like, just trust Him. No matter what. And that doctor literally came and told us at that moment, like, he probably won't make it through the night. My mama said, no matter what. Because they sub tubes down my son's throat. He wasn't awake. He said, no matter what it looks like or what it sounds like, just trust God. And I live on that. And I'm going to tell people that whenever you're going through, no matter what it looks like, no matter what it sounds like, trust Him. And I don't mean it's going to be what you want. Trust Him. I don't trust nothing else. And why Styles, how you doing, King? The Kings are in the building tonight. I always feel there's a security and a safety when the Kings are in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's right, Tina. Yeah. We all, that's it. That's it. I know one thing about being human. Love builds us. Respect keeps us in the place. So there's certain things all of us want a little bit of. And more than anything, we want to know God knows us. And He's not sitting somewhere torturing us. That ain't Him. It never will be. And that's what I tell people. You kill me, but well, my thing is my mission was to show God to somebody. That's everybody's mission. You're either gonna lead somebody to Him or take somebody away. Period. Point blank. Whether you're trying to, whether you don't. That's it. Because we all came as a piece of Him. So there's no way that either you're not going to sin or take away people from Him. Period. That's it. And you say He don't care how much of His words you know. Like I said, the devil knew all His words. So I'm gonna be telling people, come on, stop. Don't come at me with that. You go tell that to somebody else. Mm-hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. Sorry, my text just went off. Let me respond to this quick. Sorry. I told y'all I'm supposed to be going out with my friends daughter. That's what I was just talking about this rain. But it's not gonna stay raining. But yeah, um, no, no. Like I said, people tell you one thing. People used to tell me because I had kids out of wedlock, like God didn't love me. And he could. I guess he didn't love my kids. Me, what? Man, people out here trying to think they something. Vengeance is Lord. He gonna get it anyway. You understand me? He gonna get you. He don't go get those who did wrong. That don't need to be. You don't need to. But you still, I'm human. I'm gonna tell people. I'm gonna get them to. So these people always saying something. God is true love. That's why when you see things about him, he carrying you, he holding you, you know what I'm saying? Ain't none of them be smacking you. He should be. I ain't never seen a guy post picture anything where God just smacking you backhand like a pimp. I ain't never seen it. Though he should, because I mean he should have smacked me. Because sometimes I was ready to get to a full fight with him. I was gonna go fist to cuffs with him. I'm gonna keep it real with you. But like I said, when I think of what he's doing, that's why I tell you on this internet, people play with death, illness, essay, taking your life, all kind of stuff that is real. That some of us all week we've been going through one of them things. They play with cancer. Why? That's acts of evil. The internet will remind you that good and bad is everywhere. And it'll also remind you, we were just talking about how the devil is good. Most of the bad people on here who lie about illness, death, sickness, all that stuff, notice they're sweet and nice as they lie about things that some of us can't get out of bed about because we suffering for the anniversary of a loss of a loved one we ain't never gonna get back. And there's somebody playing with it. It's somebody sitting on a cancer bed and somebody playing with it. It's somebody sitting thinking I'll never trust a man again because I was invaded. Somebody playing with it. That's why I told you on here, if I find out you playing with it, my foot is on your neck forever. And I mean that. Play with it if you want to. Don't play with me around. Don't you come around me. You don't you bring me no bad lies. Or we'll be playing the game Terry Lynn playing, but different. We'll be literally talking about your bad choices the day you came and played with some shit like that around me. I'm not the one order to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's not what we always want. Some of us, if we told our life and what we've been through, you learn none of it was what some of us wanted. There's somebody in here, there's multiple people in here, and they mamas passed before they was 21, before they was 18. Some of them never knew their daddy passed before they could ever walk you down the aisle, anything. Some of us never thought about walking down the aisle because we never had a male figure to walk us down the aisle, so we just thought maybe I won't get married. Believe that or not. Some of us deal with the fact we can never have children, or we have children and honey, they didn't turn out just like we thought, and we blame ourselves. Some of us been out here acting as a damn fool, and we found just tired that we didn't get it together sooner, but hey, at least you got it together before you stop breathing. Some of us sitting around trying to figure out how we got such bad stewards of money, and we run through so much money but never have it for what we need. It's a bunch of things. We all going through something. Somebody lonely tonight. Somebody cried themselves to sleep last night. Somebody crying right now. Somebody sitting in the hospital waiting for somebody to have surgery. Somebody, we all doing something. We sitting around thinking, and there's somebody on here playing in line. I wish I would. I wish I could. I wish I might. Wish I want to start tonight. Let me find out. Let me find out. Let me even think so. Let me find out, and I promise you it'll be all over the internet. The same internet you slide on, the same mofo I'm pull your ass out on. Whole card. Because I told you, I'm going to always be an underdog. I'm always be one who look out, who can't stand bullies and look out for people that bully, who get bullied by bullies. I'm going to always be outspoken. I just, it's certain things I won't be. I cannot be. And I can never sit somewhere and know that God put me in a place and tell me it's a time to stand, and he told me to sit down. I know. And standing in these lives. That's why I say, y'all gonna get tired of me saying it. It's like I said with most people who will lie about death are people I will never fuck with. I made this whole life without saying that. But I'm sorry, when it comes to stuff like I don't play about death. You know how many people in heaven I would love to touch, hug, hang out with them one more time? I would never play with death. Ain't no coming back from death. And somebody that would play with it, ooh, for attention, ooh, it's somebody that take your life for attention. I will not. I will not play with them. I'm not thinking about this internet, the things I've seen over here. I've seen it all, done it all, seen it all. Let's see what y'all in here saying. Mm-hmm. I had a preacher tell me that me and my kids were going to go to hell because I wasn't married when I had them. Yeah, and never use a trauma for a benefit. Because if you ever been through a trauma, it's like I tell people, I don't know about y'all, but when something traumatic in my life, I don't run to the internet to post it all over the internet. I could barely breathe. I could barely swallow. I can't eat. I can't open my mouth to even tell. You know how people call you lose somebody, and they call you to get their condolences or whatever, and they ask like, what happened? You can't barely say it. When I got a call that my cousin died, even right now, it's hard for me to call my damn cousins. just off of it because calling them makes me realize she's really gone. I have lost a couple of very close people to me since I've just been a content creator. You only see me post that all over nothing. Just I don't because when I'm in pain, one, and then I hate on the year anniversary when you already got to deal with it. Then all of my social medias are just rehashing my pain. No, thank you. I'm not one for that. But I don't mind talking to people about it or like sitting here and saying to people and letting them know what to pray for you for. I don't mind that. But some people be like, okay, why are we on the internet putting pictures of the person dying in the bed, putting pictures of you be like, the internet is so nasty. The word is ugly enough. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. My audio stinks. Well, you know what that means. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get on about it here because the audio is going out, and I'm getting ready to wrap it up anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this on up, and I will get at you all later. I hope you all can hear me while I'm saying that. But thank y'all for coming in and talking. I hate to wrap it up, but I don't want to talk when I can't be heard. So I will talk to you later. See ya. Have a good one.